Good evening, and thank you so much for taking a few moments to learn a little bit more about the Bridge Scholars Program at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. I'm so excited that you have clicked on the video and you want to learn more. Don't forget, the deadline for filing the application is on May 6th by 5 p.m. by visiting the online application that was sent to you in your email. I'm going to spend a little time going through what the program is and what a student can expect to have happen and to feel college life for the residential program, the online program, and subsequently after the program starts. So I'm going to get started with sharing a presentation that many of you may have taken a look at, and that's the Prezi, but this way we can walk through it together. There is a question for anybody who is on live, can do a group chat, but also you'll be able to view this presentation later after the fact. So just looking at beginning at the screen, let me just adjust things on here. Thanks for bearing with me. So we're on the Prezi and looking just at general, I want to go through the average Bridge Scholars Program. So who am I? I'm Sabra-Joi. I'm one of the undergraduate deans here at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, and I'm also the coordinator of the Bridge Scholars Program. My contact information is right there, and each of you probably have received numerous emails from me as well. Let's dive right into what the Bridge Scholars Program is. The Bridge Scholars Program is really a chance for students to get a preview of what life at Rensselaer is like before they delve in for the fall semester. This year, you're going to be able to gain rigorous introduction to either calculus or physics by faculty members who are here and teach at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. So many programs that other institutions offer are taught by adjunct faculty or taught by faculty members who are not specifically from those institutions. We here at Rensselaer actually have the department chairs for both physics and calculus instruct these classes. So many of the questions that I'm getting from students and their family is, why was I even chosen for the Bridge Scholars Program? Well, the Bridge Scholars Program, the Office of Admissions had identified students who would benefit from early exposure to calculus or physics. What does that mean? Well, either your transcript or your application to Rensselaer indicated that you either had limited to no experience with calculus or physics. And what we see here at Rensselaer is calculus and physics are our two greatest indicators of student success. Therefore, to give you a leg up on your peers, we're offering you a free program that will help get you ready to start and hit the ground running your freshman year. What sort of students are we seeking to have join us in the program? Because although you're asked to apply for the program and you are eligible, it is on an application basis. The program is open to a total of 40 students, 20 for calculus and 20 for physics. And we will do, based on however many applications we do, we're going to narrow it down based to students who are, we think, will fully engage both academically and socially in the program. So what does the Bridge Scholars Program consist of? I'm going to go into each program in a nutshell, but basically there's a 2-week residential program, an online program, Navigating Rensselaer and Beyond overnight trip, which you may have seen some information about in your student orientation packets, and a fall success program. And then finally a research opportunity during a student's sophomore year if the student meets eligibility. So readiness course, what do we mean by readiness course? Again, this is looking at trying to ensure that you continue to be successful and we start you out right. So the readiness course is a way for you to get a preview at what generally the first 6 to 8 weeks of the calculus or physics course is going to go over. So you'll already have a preview of what your first 2 exams are going to be like in class, and that's working with the department chairs from either physics or calculus. And then you're also going to have exposure to the Rensselaer administrators and support offices and get a real feel for what the rigor of Rensselaer is like prior to even taking your first 4-credit class. The residential program seeks to do 3 main things. of course, we want you to do the education components that we talked about, but delving into that a little bit more, we do education inquiry sessions where in addition to taking physics and calculus, every day you'll be exposed to different departments on campus. You'll meet with the chair of the computer science department, the chair of the biology department, and many others on top of that. And again, we're introducing you to the chairs of these departments, so that way you're already familiar with the academics, with all of the various people that you will interact with on a regular basis. Next, the student life enrichment seminars. Again, this is looking at what student life here at Rensselaer is going to be like. We're going to introduce you to tutoring services, the union activities, the financial aid, the bursar's office, everyone who we think could be helpful and supportive to you through your time here at Rensselaer, we're going to introduce you to. And then finally, recreation activities. Albeit there's not a whole heck of a lot of free time, but when there is free time at Rensselaer, we want you to spend it and having a good time and learning about all the great things that Rensselaer offers. Specifically, we're doing a lot of outdoor, high adventure, team building activities. A sample schedule. What I really want students to know and emphasize, there's not a lot of time for just relaxing. When you're here for the residential program, it's really delving into the curriculum and learning about Rensselaer. So this is what a typical student schedule looks like. Breakfast early in the morning, albeit not as early as high school starts for many students. And then you're in calculus or physics for almost 2 hours. Then you jump right into a student enrichment series, followed by a quick lunch, another student life enrichment series, followed by an education inquiry session. We'll give you a little free time, which is a great time if you need to go to health services to finalize paperwork or the bursar's office or financial aid. Then dinner, and then we jump into more calculus or physics mentoring session where we operate on a flipped classroom where you're actually watching videos and working with your mentors and graduate students to learn topics for the next morning, and have a little mental floss, jump into homework, and then we have all homework due by 10 o'clock. The reason being is we're hoping that if we start you in good habits of having your homework in by 10 o'clock, that it'll enable you to get a real good night's sleep. Looking at the Navigating Rensselaer and Beyond program, again, this is another mandated part of the program for anyone who's participating in the Bridge Scholars program. We will pay for the students, we do pay for the students who participate in Bridge to participate in one of the Navigating Rensselaer and Beyond overnight programs. That means that you move back onto campus early and you get to choose any one of the fantastic trips that are going on. And again, we will pay for that for you, opposed to the general student population where the trips cost somewhere between $200 to $350. We believe so strongly that students benefit exponentially from that program that we pay for those. Here's a couple of pictures of what some of the Bridge students did on their overnight experience last year. We went hiking, canoeing, rock climbing, low ropes, high ropes, you name it. It was a lot of fun. So looking at the Fall Success Program, that's going to be weekly sessions with a faculty member in either your designated areas, either calculus or physics, where you'll be able to continue getting support on a weekly basis from members of our academic departments and mentors. Also, students from each of those classes will be given dedicated I-Persist mentors that they'll meet in addition weekly with. And finally, you'll have regular contact with learning assistants on campus. And then what I've gotten a lot of questions about is the research opportunity. So if students by the end of the first semester sophomore year meet the qualifications to receive undergraduate education, research, the vice provost of the institution has guaranteed that they will match a student with a faculty member. That's not to say if a student's not in the Bridge program, they won't get research. It falls more on the students to work with faculty members to see if they're looking for support in undergraduate research. The difference is that being a Bridge student and meeting the qualifications for undergraduate research, which is generally a 3.0 GPA and academically moving towards graduation, that the vice provost will match that person with one of our tenured faculty members. The application process. A lot of questions have come up around this. Of course, applications are due by May 6th, and you can complete that by going online. You can click on the link that was sent to you in your email, or send me an email, and I'll be happy to forward you the address again. Phone interviews are going to take place for a select group of students between May 9th and May 13th. We will ask that all students potentially jump onto another web call or a phone call for a quick 15-minute, here's the spiel that everyone has to hear. That way we can make our actual interviews short and sweet. And then really thinking about what those interviews look like is that you understand that you're expected to participate in all aspects of the program if accepted. And then it's sort of your 5 minutes to your 10 minutes to wow the committee about why you should be selected for this program. Then final decisions are going to be sent out the week of May 23rd, and then selected students are expected to arrive on campus no later than 4 p.m. on July 10th. Just a quick reminder that you have to deposit in order to be considered for this program. And I know that the deposit day is May 1st. And then also international students are not eligible to participate in this program. So what do current Bridge Scholars say? So I'll let you read those quotes because I'm sure you all have that ability. Basically, this is from last year's students and the year before, and everybody felt like it's been a valuable program. The numbers stand behind itself. Our students are being more successful than their counterparts who are eligible for this program and didn't go into the program. And not demonstrated through the numbers are the relationships that these students build and how much more comfortable they feel starting their time here at Rensselaer when they've already had an experience to college life at Rensselaer. So that's really the presentation in a nutshell. I'm going to stop sharing this screen and I'll come back up onto the screen. I'm happy to answer any questions. I know we do have a few people who are on right now, and you can just type in the side if you have a question. If not, you're welcome to email me, and I'm happy to respond to any emails with questions. I think the one frequently asked question I get on a regular basis is, what's the cost of the program? And the cost of the program is nothing. All you need is to pay for your transportation to get to and from campus for the program. If that's a problem and there's a significant financial need, I am able to entertain scholarships for travel for those with demonstrated need based on the federal guidelines for Pell, and we can talk about that on a one-on-one basis. The only other costs associated with the program is spending cash for the bookstore and whatnot. Students will purchase their calculus or physics book in advance. That is to say that I will purchase it for them and it will be put onto their student account because it's a book that they will need for the fall semester anyways. But other than that, the NRB trip is paid for, the residential experience is paid for, room and board while you're on campus is paid for, and all the support of the faculty is paid for. Well, I'm not seeing any questions left to the side, so thank you so much for jumping online. And again, feel free to email me. I will be in the office for a while longer, so I'm happy to answer any questions via email as well. Thank you so much again. Thank you for committing to Rensselaer, and I look forward to seeing you this summer.